Anyway, this is me at my homophobic roommate store. At the end of 2025, I was looking forward to turning over, as many people are, a new leaf, starting a new chapter. I was writing down in my gratitude journal every day, 2026 will be my year, in all caps. Instead, on December 28th, my roommate tried to and we're playing Mario Kart. I just released a music video for my song Source Material. You should go listen to it if you haven't. I'm really proud of it. It took a lot of work. And the song was supposed to come out in January. Unfortunately, it was delayed by the aforementioned my roommate trying to kill. This story is not just related to it in the sense that it delayed the song, and this is not just like a boy advertisement for the song, I promise. This story does legitimately relate to the artistic merit of the song. But we'll get into that soon. First, let me load up my Mario Kart. I'm playing on Dolphin Emulator. Shh. I really want to be Rosalina, but I just got this. I don't have like anybody unlocked, so we're gonna go with Yoshi. I'm not really a Peach kind of gal. My roommate and I had issues pretty much the whole time we lived together, which was like, I think for like 6 months, mostly stemming from the fact that he kept eating my food like incessantly, which I took issue with. I can really look past a lot in a roommate. Like, you can't eat my food. And it's really not like a territorial thing. It really is because I am very regimented about my groceries, and it fucks that up. So I took issue with the fact that he kept eating my food, obviously, and he really did not like the fact that I kept asking him to stop eating my food. Obviously. Both. Okay, wait, apparently I'm not very good at playing Mario Kart and talking at the same time. This is hard. They don't tell you, and when you go to YouTuber school, they don't tell you this is hard. What really made it worse was that every single time he would eat my food, he would leave the remains, but like in the food container. Like, he would eat my eggs and then put the eggshells back. It was like, well, at least if you're gonna eat my food, pretend you're not, so like I can gaslight myself into thinking I probably just ate it. Also, I have OCD, so I crack my eggs in a very specific order every single time. So I knew it wasn't me, because he would do it all willy-nilly. He would just crack any random old fucking egg in the egg carton, which I would never do. I go like in groups of 3 that make rectangles until you get 2 L's like this, and then I eat one, and then I eat the other, and then I throw the carton away. So I knew it wasn't me eating the eggs. I also had a habit of very late at night sending me very nonsensical paragraphs that were definitely like meant to be critiques of me and my behavior, but mostly were not even actual sentences, so I couldn't really piece together. Like, it wasn't like he was texting me paragraphs being like, "You're so fucking loud in the morning." It was like random bullshit like, "I can't be responsible for your cat getting fed." And it was like, well, that's good, because no one asked you to do that. Like, so it was very clear he did not like me, but because the paragraphs he was sending me were so nonsensical, and I never even spoke to him in person, like hardly ever, I didn't have any tangible reasons why. And even if I did, you know, he never brought anything up. You know what I mean? So it's like he was bothered by the fact that I was, I don't know, pooping on the floor or something. It's not like he asked me to stop doing that. He was sending me these like bizarre Nicki Minaj Coke rants at 3 a.m. So I know you're discontent at something. We're gonna have to be more specific, and not even just more specific, but just maybe like you know. Basically, this all culminated on December 28th when, to go back another layer, I was really financially stressed during this time. I had just gotten hired full-time at my job after, like, it was like a Hail Mary, me getting hired at my job, because I was genuinely about to run out of money. I was gonna have to move back in with my parents, which obviously I did not want to do that. I love my parents. I don't want to live with them. So, but at the very last second, I got hired full-time. But the thing about being hired full-time is it took them like 2 months to get everything sorted out. I wasn't getting full-time pay until then. So it was like I got hired full-time, yay. And then it was like another month and a half until I got the money, which was a problem because I was running out of money. This day, Christmas had just ended, so I also was just like stressed out after buying people stuff, you know, the usual. And I really wanted pizza, like desperately, for dinner. And I hadn't gone to the grocery store because the aforementioned no money thing, so I had no food in my house. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna buy a pizza. I just spent so much money on Christmas. I'm gonna make pizza. And so I went to the grocery store to buy a pizza crust and whatever the fuck. On my way home, it ended up being way more expensive than I thought it was going to be. So then on my way home, I did the math and was like, wait, I literally just spent exactly how much on buying pizza ingredients as it would have been to buy an actual pizza from the pizza place. And also my pizza was gonna fucking suck shit. I just figured it would be cheaper. All of this to say, I got home and I was already in a bad mood. I was already frazzled. I'm in the kitchen waiting for my pizza to cook. I literally just put it in the oven. And I just want to preface this by saying I was never in any legitimate danger, because when I'm trying to think of how to put this without, I don't know how to word this other than I was never in any legitimate danger because he was so goddamn drunk that he could barely walk, let alone throw a punch, which is what he was threatening to do. So it's a very scary story, but was I ever legitimately in danger? No. So you can enjoy this story time. And again, there is a point, so please stick with me here. I promise this is like related to the song, and I'm making a larger point about life and art here. Okay, just stick with me for a second. Anyway, he comes down in the kitchen, he starts screaming at me, it's nonsensical, whatever. Then it took a turn, because suddenly then, not only did he not like me, he didn't like me because I was gay. This was a plot twist. Legitimately, nothing in any of his paragraphs had been homophobic up until this point. What was weird to me too was his homophobia was very rooted in transphobia. I guess it kind of makes sense in hindsight. I would have expected, you know, someone who was coming up to me because they hated my guts and was gonna come be homophobic to me to my face and try to beat me up. I would always expect, like, you know, oh, you fucking fudge packer, you fucking butt licker, you fucking butt fucker, you cocksucker. But his critique of me, we'll call it, was not, like, it was because I'm gay, obviously, but it wasn't actually because of, like, the act of homosexuality, if that makes sense. Like, it was much more rooted in just, like, my gender expression, which, I don't know, like, not that gender is your clothes, there's much more to gender than that, but I generally wear like a shirt and pants. I was legitimately wearing a hoodie and sweatpants in this kitchen, right? For reference, I was wearing this. Like, I could not be more shirt pants if I tried. And so the fact that most of the mean things he was saying to me were like, you weren't, you cocksucker, you butt fucker, you fudge packer. It was, the fuck even are you? You don't, like, are you a girl or a boy? You don't even know. Was really bizarre to me, because I was like, well, actually I do. actually I do know that. I know I'm a boy. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's really not that surprising, because all homophobia is just repackaged misogyny, repackaged transphobia. It's all kind of the same thing, which is just that men dislike women. I guess it just wasn't what I would have predicted hate crime against me to be centered around. Anyway, then he chased me out of the house, so that was awesome. Basically, I cornered him, and then I ran upstairs to pack a bag super quick. My roommate was also there to help. Shout out to my other roommate, my normal roommate. Went upstairs to grab a bag, came back downstairs, realized I didn't grab my laptop, and not to be a but I had a video to edit, so I snuck back upstairs to grab my laptop, and it was during this time that he remembered he had legs or something, and so he ran up the stairs and cornered me in my bedroom and was banging on the door and yelling at me. So that was scary. But anyway, then I got my laptop and I grabbed my cat and I scooted out the door. Problem was, I scooted out the door and then went, okay, now what? Like, I called one of my friends and was like, I'm coming over. Crashed at my friend's house for a while, and then crashed at my parents' house for a while, and then came back a month later, and he got evicted. Evicted. So guess who won? Antique lands on top. One thing about Antique is Antique lands on top. He got evicted. I'm telling you this story not just to bitch and moan that I couldn't live in my apartment for a month. Oh, boo, boo, you know what I mean? This song that I just released, source material with the music video, which you should go watch, was supposed to come out in January. I mean, this song, first of all, I wrote this song in 2022, but it's been done since last fall. And I could have just thrown it out and whatever, but I wanted to like have time to sit back and make some videos about it and make a music video for it and all that stuff, and didn't get a chance to it at the time because I wasn't in my apartment. So, and not just because of the fact that I was in my parents' house, but also just, I mean, mentally, this just like completely derailed my life for like 2 months. I just was so completely off guard. You just don't expect your living situation to be a thing that's dangerous. You think like at the very least, you can come home and be safe in your house. And this just kind of overturned that for me. This isn't meant to be a trauma dump, but my point being, there's a line in the song I just put out in the bridge where I say, I'd let you hit it from the back on an air mattress with no sheets, which I wrote to be like, you're so hot, I would let you do whatever. Before it was more like, you're so hot, I would let you hit anywhere, but now it's, I guess, a little more me focused. It's like our love could kind of, me and this fictional guy, sort of persist wherever, and queer love can kind of exist wherever, and it sort of fills in the holes. Yeah, queer love fills in the damn holes. But apparently I never spelled it out in the video. The point I was making was that I lived on an air mattress for like a month and a half. Like that's why this is connected to that. I mean, I spent a lot of my early formative queer experiences were per se metaphorically on an air mattress, in the sense that these queer sexual experiences do not exist in like a typical bedroom or a typical situation, or you're not in high school, you're not going to prom with your boyfriend. That's just not what's happening. You're doing it on an air mattress in secret, and so I guess I in my head kind of was like, oh, I guess I originally wrote this to be, I'm so desperate for this hot guy. But you can kind of also think about it as like, wherever I am, that love will still be there, and queer people will always still be there, even if you chase me out of my own apartment, because I'll be back in my apartment because you're gonna get evicted. But also just like, there is so much, damn, I fucking flopped at Mario Kart. I'm gonna work on this like talking and playing a video game thing. I'll be better next time. We're just gonna hang out with the end screen for now. All art comes from, all joyful art inherently comes from some sort of suffering. In order to make a good club song, you have to be sad to want to go to the club. For queer people, or for black and brown people, or for transgender people, which is under the umbrella of queer, but minorities or people who have experienced oppression that sort of funnels their art. Any amount of like joyful art created by people in these communities comes with so much baggage that has to be overcome. For a gay guy to write like a happy love song or a sexually empowering song requires so much working through of like, not only on a personal level, like getting over your shame and your internalized homophobia and all that kind of stuff, even to get on the microphone and say like, I like men. This is all before you even make a good song, by the way. You have to overcome all this internal kind of stuff to be like, to stand up there and say, I like boys. But then there's also these like external factors kind of working against it. It's like the, queer existence is resistance is kind of a corny little phrase, but there's a lot of truth in that. And just the fact that me existing and trying to make art and trying to put it out there, inherently, I have to, every single time someone clicks on my YouTube video, they watch it, they, probably clock that I'm gay. And then now they have to make a decision. Do I still want to keep watching this gay guy? And for some people, that answer is going to be no. I would hope for you the answer is yes. It probably is if you made it all the way here. And same with, music. But even, beyond getting people to listen to it, because the whole point of music isn't to make people listen to your music. The point of music is the artistic expression. Literal hurdles got in my way trying to make this music video that it's so cut and dry because of homophobia. If I wasn't gay, maybe my roommate would have tried to kill me for other reasons. I don't know. But I have 2 heterosexual roommates and he didn't have a problem with either of them. Without the homophobic element, I just don't know that I would have had to spend a month of my life couch surfing, and then I could have put a song out earlier. And this isn't the first thing, I wanted to make music all growing up and didn't, because I didn't want people knowing I was gay, and I didn't think they'd be able to listen to my music without knowing that I was gay, obviously. So yeah, please go listen to my song. It's much more fun than probably this video was. It's called Source Material. It's like the most clubby thing I think I'll ever make. It's very oonce, oonce, oonce. And I really like it. It's really about hot boys, which is something I'm very passionate about. Beyond just watching my music video, which you should go do. But I hope this video gave you more of an appreciation for all the like additional work that goes into attempting to make joyful, fun art when you are part of a minority. It's just like all these extra hurdles, but I think that's what makes the art really good, is when it's got bite. Also, I forgot to include this, but that pizza that I never got to eat? My roommate decided that my vegan sausage pizza was not cooked enough, so he threw it back in the oven and then forgot about it. So I guess you could say that although he kept eating my food, he didn't eat my pizza. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you thought this was interesting. The song's only on YouTube for now. I don't know, I might put it on streaming, but I really love the music video, and so I want the song to be experienced with the music video. I feel like it comes across kind of pretentious, but I really do just want you to experience it with the music video, because I think it's important. It sets the context for the song, all that good stuff. If you want to hear it on Spotify or whatever, go watch the music video and comment and say, I like this so much, I want to hear this in my car. Because right now, my favorite thing to do is listen to it in the car, but I'm allowed to do that because it's in my file explorer. So my name is Antique. Thank you so much for watching. I have been having so much fun making YouTube videos, and I'm going to keep doing it, but only if I get 1 million subscribers by tomorrow. So also, did you like this format? If you do, can you let me know? And if not, can you also let me know, but like nicely? Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. My name is Auntie. Go listen to my new music video. Wait, no, go watch my new music video. And yeah, support gay people. And yeah, bye.